Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a late night video right here on the Killer of Demons 669 channel. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't like it, fuck you, man! That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this very late Saturday night, March the 7th, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, March the 8th, 2020, hopefully you turned your clock forward, because now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not 2 o'clock in the morning, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully you did that. And if not, well, you lost an hour of sleep. I don't care if I'm losing an hour of sleep. I don't give two fucks. I don't care. I gotta work tomorrow. I really don't give two shits about working tomorrow. Work can suck my fucking cock. That's all I gotta say. It is what it is. We gotta make money that you wish you had. And that's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, on this very late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, it is time for your very late and out of date, well, not very late, but out of date, it's late and out of date, Smackdown review for March the 6th, 2020, the go-home show before this Sunday's Elimination Chamber, or it's coming up tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. Tomorrow's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Yeah, there's a pay-per-view tomorrow, dumbasses. So, yeah, not that anybody's gonna give two shits, and, that's all I gotta say about that. So, SmackDown came out with a really blah show. Wasn't good, wasn't bad, it kind of felt blah. Mostly it was blah, and basically hyped up the tag team title elimination chamber. That was all it was. The gauntlet match to see who comes into the chamber match last. Whoop-de-damn-do. And we got one new match for the pay-per-view. Whoop-de-damn-fucking-do. So that makes it 7 matches, unless they add one for the pre-show and for something else. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. So, let's get into the pay-per-view. Let's not waste any of your precious time that you could be doing sleeping. I'm here for you to wake you up. And that's all I gotta say about that. And here's my notes. Alright, we start off with clips shown of Cena and Bray Wyatt from last week. And Bray Wyatt challenging Cena to a match. Cena accepted. We got that at WrestleMania. Alright, and then after that we get to the arena. And we have a moment of bliss with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They bring up... they talk about the Hall of Fame class with Batista, the Bella Sluts, and JBL, who just got announced. And there will be a new inductee this Tuesday. Oh, better be somebody good. Not that JBL isn't good, or anybody else is good, except for the Bella Sluts. Yeah, and I apologize for the lighting. It's late. I don't want to get up and go to another room where there's more light. And if you don't like it, too bad. So she brings out the NWO. So Hall, Nash, and Syxx come out without Hogan. I wonder what Hogan was. Brother. So, Alexa brings up Goldberg. And, talks about if they gave Roman Reigns any advice to beat Goldberg. Nash says he talked to Roman. They joke about how Nash beat Goldberg and ended his long streak thanks to Scott Hall and his cattle prod. And they kind of make fun of that. And then it kind of became awkward all of a sudden. Somebody forgot their lines or something. So we get that. And then Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura come out. And Sami goes on and on and on saying that they're going to win the title from Braun Strowman. And they get in the ring, and he takes a shot at X-Pac. Not a good thing to do. And X-Pac's like, you want to go, bro? So he kind of disses X-Pac, saying that Nash won the Intercontinental title, Scott Hall, the greatest Intercontinental title of all time, he said. I don't think so. That's Macho Man Randy Savage. And he said that Syxx, well, you never won a belt, but you were carrying Nash and Hall's bags. I doubt that, but it is what it is. And then Nash disses Sami. He calls him a Seth Rogen wannabe. You know, if Seth Rogen ate like beers or something. I forget what he said. Who gives two shits? And they couldn't touch the NWO on their best day or all. And then they have a standoff. It looks like they're about to go all fight. And Sami backs down and about to leave the ring. Then Braun Strowman comes out. And he beats up Cesaro on the ramp. Throws Shinsuke and Nakamura into the barrier. And then he chases down Sami into the ring. Sami's all surrounded by everybody. And Sami like begs for mercy. And then the stupid little prick uses Alexa Bliss as a shield to get his way out of it. To get out of the ring. And then Michael Cole calls him a coward. He's a bastard. You know. So Bray gets on the mic and says, "The next time I see you three are gonna get these hands, and that'll be too sweet." So we'll see what happens with that as Braun Strowman defends the IC title against Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Should be a decent match. I don't care, but that's all I can say about that. So, it was a pretty decent segment. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, we're off and running on Smackdown Live. Well, Smackdown. From Buffalo, New York. Gene. So, we get that. Alright, then we get the match number 1. Sasha and Bayley defeated Naomi and Lacey Evans. You know, continuing on with this fucking shit with Bayley and Lacey and Bayley and Naomi. You throw Sasha back into this mix. I really don't give two shits. Basically, it was kind of a back and forth match. Naomi gets the hot tag. It starts beating down on Sasha. And then Sasha hits Lacey on the floor. It starts targeting her leg. And then Naomi comes in, misses the split-legged moonsault, and then Sasha hits the double knees, and then rolls her up to pick up the victory. So yeah, Sasha and Bayley pick up the win. Not that they're going anywhere, but besides WrestleMania, and possibly Bayley's gonna defend that title against Naomi again. This time, Naomi's gonna get the victory and pin Bayley to win the SmackDown Women's title for the third time. Second or third time. Third time, I believe. So, and then Sasha will eventually get it back for the 5th or 6th time. Because she's gonna win, and then Sasha will lose to Lacey Evans most likely. And then Lacey will hold it for a little while, and then she'll lose it probably back to Bayley. It's gonna be one revolving door over and over and over again. And nobody's gonna give two shits. No woman's gonna have a long title reign like Bayley has. So that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was it for that. And we move on. Alright, then we got Caleb Braxton backstage with The New Day. And basically they're hyping the pay-per-view. They're hyping the gauntlet match. Talking a bunch of shit. Nothing really exciting there. And Kofi was bringing up, like, last year was Kofi Mania. And then Kofi's like, yeah, Kofi Mania. Yeah. He doesn't even care that last year he was the biggest thing in WWE. Going into WrestleMania season. He doesn't give two shits now. That tells you Kofi doesn't give two shits about the WWE right now. What they did him dirty with him losing in 8 seconds to Brock on Smackdown. And they're so loyal to Vince. Because Vince loves the New Day. Though they should really break up. But Vince doesn't want him to. That's all I gotta say about that. So, we'll see how the New Day do in the gauntlet match. And I gave the promo 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we see Sasha and Bayley bragging about their win over Lacey Evans and Naomi. They take shots at the Bella twins. It says they'd rather skip WrestleMania and go to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're gonna beat up 2 pregnant women? That's great. Fucking idiots. Or maybe have a stare down. That would probably be a stare down because you're not gonna hit 2 pregnant women. Let them wait. Let them wait till like Survivor Series, and then maybe you're gonna have Sasha and Bayley against the Bella sluts, probably for the women's tag team belts if Sasha and Bayley regain them by that time, which you never know. Because it looks like the Kabuki Warriors are gonna lose those belts at WrestleMania to Natalya and Beth Phoenix. Though I think Beth Phoenix might get involved in that Randy Orton Edge match. But that's gonna be probably made official either this Monday night or in the next week or two. But we'll see what happens with that. So they're getting ready. Blah 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 blah. All right, then we go to our next match, second match of the night. Sheamus defeated Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews and Shorty G had a little promo where Apollo's like, I don't need your help, and Shorty G's like, I know you don't need my help, but I respect you, and we have a common goal, that's to beat Sheamus. So if you're stuck in a corner or you need some help, I got your back. Just say the word. Like that's gonna help. But yeah. So then we get to the match. Match was okay, kind of boring. Pretty much a back and forth match. But in the end, Sheamus does the brogue kick and picks up the victory. Another victory over the 2 jobbers, Shorty G and Apollo Crews. He gets the win. I guess Sheamus is gonna be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because really they got nothing for him right now. Just to beat up 2 jobbers. Really should have him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, have him win it, and then push this fucking guy to maybe a Universal title match, or at least a title shot, instead of having him fight jobbers. I'm just saying. But that's all I gotta say about that. So that's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, Sheamus wins. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't give 2 shits. And that was it. Alright, then we go to the back where Drake Maverick, you know who Drake Maverick is, Rockstar Spud Love. He's talking with Drew Gulak, who's been on SmackDown the last couple weeks with Curtis Axel and Heath Slater. They're talking about Daniel Bryan. And so they're talking about Daniel Bryan, and Drake wants a match with Daniel Bryan. And then Drew brings up that Bryan has like 173 weaknesses and blah blah blah. And so he's like, this is how you can beat Daniel Bryan. And then Daniel Bryan's like right behind him, and he's like, oh, go ahead and tell me about how my roundhouse kick has so many weaknesses about it. What's the weakness about my roundhouse kick? So Bryan then says, well, I'm going to be in Philadelphia, so if you want to exploit my weaknesses so bad, you're so confident, why don't you have a match with me? So that match is now made official. Drew Gulak versus Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan's going to win that match. Should be a pretty decent technical match, but I really think that Bryan's going to win that match. And it is what it is. So Bryan will win. Whoop-de-damn-do. So I gave the segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, match number 3. Fire and Desire, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose defeated Dana Brooke and Carmella. Dolph Ziggler joined him at ringside. You know, the ever-growing thing with Mandy Rose and Dolph. They're probably fucking in the back. We all know that. And poor Otis has to watch. So it sucks for him. So he comes out with them. They get to the match. Match was kind of back and forth. Wasn't a match. It was kind of boring. But in the end, Dolph Ziggler distracts Dana Brooke, which led to Mandy Rose hitting a running knee for the 1, 2, 3. And that was pretty much that, all she wrote. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that was that. Then we get another promo for Cena versus Bray Wyatt. That leads us to the Firefly Funhouse, where they have pictures of Cena on the wall. Ramblin' Rabbit praises Cena, and they talk about Cena, and Ramblin' Rabbit then mentions that Cena beat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 36 years ago, and Bray Wyatt's not that happy. They show clips of Cena beating Bray with the AA when Bray was so red hot back then with the Wyatt family, and then that started the feud, which then went to the Extreme Rules, where Bray won with the help of the kids, and then Cena won the feud, the pay-per-view after that. Just really killed Bray Wyatt's momentum right there. And that's that. So, Bray says time to hurt or heal you. The Firefly Funhouse wouldn't exist with Cena, and he thanks him and forgives him. And it says that he created something built on violence and fueled by revenge. He mentions The Fiend and says he'd be waiting for it at WrestleMania. And says, he talks about the light and the dark. The dark always comes out. It says it's a circle. And to let me in. And then that was basically it. So, not a bad promo from Bray. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was that. So we'll probably hear from Cena next week. Maybe his rebuttal on that, or might have a stare down or something next week on Friday Night Smackdown. The aftermath of Elimination Chamber as we roll on to WrestleMania in 4 weeks. So we got 4 weeks of programming. So we'll see what happens with that. Then they hype the pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. And then we get a Baron Corbin promo. He says he's finished with Roman, and then Elias comes in and interrupts him playing his guitar. And says Corbin's voice is annoying. Corbin kind of disses Elias, calling him a one-trick pony. It's kind of messing with his gimmick. Then he threatens Elias, said he was going to beat him up. And then Corbin walks off, and that was that. So, we get that. So, I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that was about it for that. So, we'll see what happens with that. There might be a Elimination Chamber pre-show match. Who knows? Or maybe a match at WrestleMania. And then after that, we get Heavy Machinery in the back. They're getting ready. And Mandy Rose shows up. And Tucker tries to deal with her, but Otis jumps in and says he's sorry for what happened on Valentine's Day by standing her up. Mandy's like, it's too late, you stood me up. I moved on, fuck you. Poor Otis. Yeah, just poor Otis. That's all I gotta say about that. And Mandy's a bitch, but a good bitch, if you know what I mean. But that's that, so we'll see what happens with that as we get to the Gauntlet match. We get to the Gauntlet match. Match was pretty decent. Starts off with Heavy Machinery and the New Day. Kind of went back and forth. They hit Trouble in Paradise. But in the end, Heavy Machinery pinned Biggie with the compactor to pick up the victory. And this whole gauntlet was to basically showcase Heavy Machinery. And, giving people the idea that they could win. Which they're not. But they could be near the end of this chamber match. But we'll see what happens with that. So we get after that, the Lucha House Party come out. They get beat up by Heavy Machinery. Otis hits the Caterpillar, then a big splash, and then they eliminate the Lucha House Party. Then the Usos come out. Pretty much a back and forth match as well. In the end, they beat the Usos with a roll up. Nothing fancy. So they eliminate the Usos. And then Miz and Morrison, the champs, come out. They go at it, fist and fury. But they pin Miz and Morrison via roll up. As we see that. And then we see Mandy Rose looking on. And wishes Dolph Ziggler luck in his match. What the damn do. Then we get to the end. And the final match of the gauntlet. Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode defeated Heavy Machinery after the distraction by Mandy, and Dolph hits the super kick and pins Otis 1, 2, 3, so they get the win. And match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So continues on the Otis Dolph Ziggler saga, which will probably end at WrestleMania. Probably with Dolph winning, because I think Mandy Rose will get involved. Unless they actually go the route that Mandy's going to screw Dolph Ziggler. Not like that. And she finally gets with Otis. I don't see it happening though, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So a little bit of storyline progression with the tag team title Elimination Chamber match. More with Otis and Dolph and Mandy. A little bit of progression there going towards WrestleMania. We got Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan get announced for Elimination Chamber. That was basically it. Nothing else. And Braun Strowman, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. A little bit of storyline progression with that, with the NWO thrown in. Get that. So it wasn't really a bad SmackDown, but it was kind of a blah SmackDown. So I gave it a blah 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment or a video down below. And let me know what you think. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So 6 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. It was a pretty blah show. And we'll see how blah the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is on tomorrow night. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to watch the replay. I'm only interested in the women's number 1 contenders match with Asuka, Shayna Baszler, and the other people there. Just want to see Shayna beat the crap out of everybody, get that number 1 contendership to Becky's title, and then they start building the feud on Monday Night Raw on Monday night. And we'll see what happens with that. So, Elimination Chamber tomorrow night should be good, but it won't. It'll suck. And then we got Monday Night Raw on Monday, the aftermath of that, and then SmackDown this Friday night. This coming Friday night. See what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Got my review coming either late tomorrow or early Monday. Maybe on my laptop. I get it back on Monday, so probably be back on the laptop on the webcam on Monday via StreamYard, because Windows Movie Maker does not work in Windows 10, which is kind of odd, but it is what it is. So I'm going to be doing some live videos via StreamYard. So if you want to come in and say hi, say hi. I'll give you guys a shout out and everything. But mostly it's going to be live, mostly live videos from now on. But we'll see what happens on that. I'm still kind of working on things. Maybe I can use something else besides StreamYard. And that's pretty much it. So I talked enough. I'm out. 6 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm out. Peace!